Thank you, Lee, and welcome out to Dozer Park as we get ready for the last game of the first half of our series and homestand here against Beloit, and then we'll have an off day and we'll welcome in Kane County for 3 games. Zach Prendergast is my guest today, was the winning pitcher yesterday here against Beloit in a day game, and you got the warm weather yesterday. It jumped up there after Friday night and ramped up for a day game, 30 degrees, and was there any difference for you as a starting pitcher getting ready and pitching in 95 instead of the 70, 75 that we've been dealing with?
Yeah, it was a hot one yesterday. The one thing I knew was that it was going to take me a lot less time to get warm just because it was going to be much hotter and humid. So I kind of took my time in the clubhouse, made sure I was all stretched out in there. And then came out here a little bit later than I usually do. But, I threw less pitches in the bullpen than normal, but once I got to the game, I felt pretty good.
Starting pitcher doesn't like to see the wind blowing like it is now, and that's how it was yesterday for you too. So how does that affect? You're a guy that throws down in the zone a lot anyway, but how does that affect your outing when you see the wind howling out as it was yesterday, just like it is right now that Rondon and their guy Ruiz will have to deal with tonight?
Yeah, it just kind of reminds you, you want to keep the ball down and make sure that you keep the ball out of the air, and because with a wind like that, then anything can carry out. So yeah, you just want to make sure you're living down in the zone and getting ground balls if anything.
You've gone kind of back and forth the last couple of weeks, but it seems like now you're back into the rotation like you were in May. What was it like for you kind of going back and forth and finding out from Kaler? Because, okay, you're going to spot start here. You jumped in for Sejas on the road last week and threw 4 innings, but now 6 innings yesterday, and you're right back to where you were before you went on the DL.
Yeah, I'm happy to do whatever role, they need me to do, whether that's obviously coming out of the bullpen, going longer just to pick up some slack or starting like yesterday. So I'm happy either way. I've gotten used to both roles. So at this point, it doesn't really matter to me what I'm doing, but I'm just happy to get out there and get some outs for the team.
And the way it breaks down now, you'll get the final regular season game here at Dozer Park on Friday night, so it should be a big crowd and fireworks and fan appreciation night and all that stuff. So getting to pitch in front of this crowd one more time, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, definitely. That should be awesome for sure. Hopefully we get a win down there and we carry the momentum into the playoffs.
When we get the offense going like it did yesterday, and you're the pitcher on the mound, and we were down 2-0, and boom, there the bats go with a walk and I think 4 straight hits and another walk and another hit, and all of a sudden team's up in front by a couple, and then they get a big inning going. What's it like as a pitcher watching this offense when they get rolling like that, and you get a big inning out of them?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've been doing it all year, really. No matter, as long as we can minimize the other team as much as possible, we always know that the offense will wake up eventually, and they'll get a big inning or they'll chip away at the lead. So, as long as we can keep our team in it, we know the offense will come around, and they're working hard obviously all year. So they've been doing it a while, and we've seen that from them. So we know they can do it.
There's a small group of guys that you're a part of that's been here since day one. With that, what's it been like the last 2 or 3 weeks where we've kind of had a revolving door either with promotions or unfortunately with a couple guys getting hurt and going on the DL, and we get some new guys in. What's that like, kind of welcoming those guys in when there's 6, 7, 8 of you guys that have been here since April 1st?
Yeah, I'm just happy that it's warmed up. I remember the entire month of April it was snowing and raining and everything, and that was miserable really. So I'm happy it's warmed up, and but no matter who's leaving or who's coming in, the roles are always the same. The guys always know what to do, and they're always filling them pretty good.
Do you guys have any kind of like welcoming part? Like, is there any what's the routine when a new guy comes in? Is it just walk around and handshakes and hope that they can remember 26 names, or is there some kind of routine?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You go up and you introduce yourself. Hopefully they remember your name. If not, they'll see you out in the field eventually. So they'll probably know you by your number more than your name. So
that's how that works. I asked Chris yesterday, because he's part of it too, but you've been part of our host family program all year. And what does that mean for you? What does it do for you coming partway across the country for you and being able to just become a member of a family here in the Peoria area and enjoy that? And it takes your mind off some things, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's always no matter what kind of game you have, you can always go back there and just talk with them about, they're Cubs fans, unfortunately, but, baseball is baseball. So I'm happy to talk about the game with them as much as possible, so they love sports, as do I. So we always have a lot to talk about. So you can always I can always go back there and just hang out with them after a bad day.
And it's like you get a couple younger brothers, right?
Yeah, I got two is a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. So yeah, I babysit sometimes. I take care of the dog, walk it a little bit, but yeah, no, it's definitely was definitely fortunate to land with them.
Yeah, there you go. And I mentioned that to Chris yesterday. We saw the Adam Jones piece where the kid that he lived with then made it to the major league. So I guess that's something probably a 1 in a million odds, if not even more than that.
Yeah, but, both kids are they're obviously huge Chiefs fans. They're their dreams to play for the Chiefs one day. So if that could happen, that'd be unbelievable. Yeah, that story is really one of a kind.
Yeah, we'll have to get a picture dug out from the 2018 season if that happens.
Yeah.
If one of the Sizers ends up playing here, and it'll be like, hey, this is from 2018. Mm-hmm. There's a picture of you and Zach. So as we finish up here, we get rolling towards the playoffs, and we'll mention playoff tickets here in just a minute. But going for that, something we've known since the middle of June that would be coming on September 5th. What's the mindset right now in getting ready for that in the clubhouse?
Yeah, we got about 7 games left. Yep. So we're just trying to carry the momentum, play well throughout, get some good outings in for the staff and the hitters, continue with their good at bats, and just carry that momentum into the playoffs and stay hot, and hopefully we can ride off some wins there and take home the title.
Is it kind of weird that we play Quad Cities in the regular season, then play in the playoffs again, or does that not matter?
Yeah, it's just like a little spring training, I guess, just to. Get our final looks for them, and then the real thing starts next week.
Is that one of those games where you don't show too much, you just go out there and have fun and play, and then get ready for the September 5th game? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I'm sure Coach Swagger and Kale and Russ are talking about it right now, figuring out what to do.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Fortunately, they're on the road, and then we'll be back home on September 5th. But one more home start for Zach here coming up on Friday against Kane County, and be ready to go. We'll have some fun the last 3 days. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks
I appreciate it. Zach Prendergast, who was the winning pitcher yesterday with 6 innings, 6 strikeouts in the contest, no walks, and then got the victory last night. We mentioned the playoffs there briefly. Playoff tickets are on sale, PeoriaChiefs.com. You can head up to the Dozer Park box office before you leave tonight, or 10 a.m. The rest of the week. It'll be open $9 for dugout or field box tickets for the playoff game. We know we'll be home on Wednesday, September the 5th. That's game 1 of the best of 3. Then we'll be in Davenport on Thursday, if necessary, on Friday. And if we win the first round, have a second round series, we would be then home on Sunday for game 2 and game 3, if necessary, that following Monday. That's how that schedule breaks down for the postseason in the Western Division. This Beloit team right now, they're battling for a playoff spot with Kane County and Wisconsin. Those 3 teams are all in there, separated by a game in the standings for the wild card, chasing down Cedar Rapids, who can clinch a playoff spot tonight as well. So there's 2 spots left to go in the playoff race in the Western Division to join us and Quad Cities in that first round that starts on Wednesday, September 5th. But we know we'll play Quad Cities, and you can get your tickets PeoriaChiefs.com or here at the Dozer Park box office. We've got 3 more regular season home games after tonight. We'll be back here on Wednesday as we welcome in the Kane County Cougars. We're going to have some fun throughout those 3 games. Wednesday night, as Zach and I just talked about with host families, Host Family Appreciation Night, bang for your buck Wednesday with $1 hot dog and $1 nachos and $1 popcorn as well. And then on Thursday, we've got a Thirsty Thursday. We've got a fireworks show added in. We've got a Nolan Gorman player poster giveaway that we've added into the schedule. And it's bacon night here at the ballpark as well. A lot of bacon-themed and bacon food and drink specials. That's right, drink specials, Bloody Mary with bacon in there as well. And a lot of fun for Thursday night with the Thirsty Thursday. And then on Friday, Fan Appreciation Night, we've got a lot of things to give away. Jason and Allison and I were going through that list today. We've got a bunch of items for a PS4. There's some TVs, Echoes, drone, grills. We've got some memorabilia, both from this year, from past players, also from Tony La Russa mixed in there. There's some gift cards from some local sponsors as well. So we're going to have a lot to give away for Fan Appreciation Day on Friday. The first 1,000 fans will get the Cardinals vouchers to a 2019 game for 2 tickets there as well. And then also we've got the post-game fireworks and dueling pianos will be here on Friday. And it's a magnet schedule giveaway as well. So we've got that for our 2019 schedule to give away for fans that come through the gates on Friday. So that's our setup, 6:30 Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the last 3 regular season games. For tonight, sit back, relax. We thank you for spending your Monday with us here at Dozer Park.